Hey guys, welcome to chapter 12. So, I must admit that I'm a bit baffled by something in this chapter. This chapter talks about, already in the first sentence, about the five colors, and later they will talk about the five tones, the five flavors. I try to check, to research and see what are these five colors, five tones, five flavors, and I couldn't find it. So let's just read it on and we'll talk about it later. The five colors can blind one's eye. Alright, the five tones can deafen one's ear. The five flavors can dull one's taste buds. Alright, so they're talking about the five colors, the five tones, the five flavors, and I think at the end of the day, what they are trying to say is that access is not something that is beneficiary, and it's not something that you should experience if you choose to follow the Tao. Too much of a good thing could become negative. Alright, too much color can blind one's eye. Too much sound can deafen one's ear. Too much flavor can dull one's taste buds. Alright, so think about it. The pursuit of pleasures can derange one's mind. That is so true, isn't it? If you pursue pleasure too much, you can just lose it. Pleasure after pleasure after pleasure, it's too much. So they are talking about positive things, about pleasure and flavors and colors and all aspects of 3D reality, but access is not something that is beneficiary to any of us. The hard to get valuables can distort one's behaviors. Alright, so once you receive something that is hard to get, something that is precious, it can be of distortion to your life. Therefore, a saint cultivates himself with virtues and does not indulge himself in sensory pleasures. Alright, so I think that's the main point of this chapter, is instead of trying to pursue this constant sensory pleasure, whether it's, in your taste buds, or in your eyes, or your ears, or whatever it is that you receive physical sensory pleasure, is nothing in comparison to the pleasure of virtues. That's basically what they're trying to tell us. If you try to pursue anything, pursue virtues. Don't pursue sensory pleasures. It's better. That's what they're trying to say. He rejects those outer temptations and chooses this true nature. I think it's a very beautiful concept, and I think it's a theme that we see throughout most of the religions, especially the major ones. They talk about not going too much into temptations, not going too much into darkness, and choosing instead a different path, a true path, the path of the master, the path of the Tao.